Oh, yes. No, they must ruin the system because the only thing they are going for is not about service. I don't know whether it has to do with our culture or what one of your guests called homegrown democracy. Our homegrown democracy is disappointing. It is painful because it affects all of us. It affects the food on our table. It affects our health. It affects every single thing we do. But guess what? We have not given it correct attention. I want to go into history a little bit. This whole thing maybe was planted, I believe strongly, by the British. Britain never intended Nigeria to work by the time they were leaving. They never, ever intended it. And they programmed Nigeria in such a manner that Nigeria will remain dependent on them. That is the reason why we're still going there for health care, whereas we have good doctors, but we can't equip our hospitals. That's the reason why, oh, if you're a rich man, you must have collected a visa and go on holidays to Britain. There are so many beautiful sites in Nigeria we've not explored. Do you understand? Our minds have been programmed in such a manner that whatever is yours is not good. What is good is theirs. And you know what? Unfortunately, the majority of the people who come out to want to be leaders in Nigeria have not been able to cleanse their minds of that type of brainwashing, thinking that, look, it's only good out there. Now, this whole thing started 1959, after the British made sure there was, created a Babel, and then ensure that the people will continue to misunderstand themselves and sow the seed of discord. In 1959, election was do or die. What is the source of a do or die election? One word: insecurity. Insecurity. If you come to a family and one of the couple feels highly insecure, that family will never be stable. So now bring that to our own situation in Nigeria. You have serious tribal insecurity. Oh, these people want to dominate us. We will not allow. We no go agree. We no go agree. And that's all you're saying. So 1959, do or die elections. Immediately after that, we have been building on do or die elections from that time to today. We've not had this group who will come out to say, you know what, we have the best set of people. Don't talk about the people. Talk about the philosophy. What does this party stand for? This party represents this philosophy. This is what we want from Nigeria. We're not talking about persons. But unfortunately, you know what? We personalize. Even when we get into office, like this current administration, you have the highest personification of office. So a man does a normal thing he was voted to do. He says, oh, this thing was done because of this man who is in office. If he wasn't in office, the thing would not have been done. And you know what? And people clap. Why? Our expectations are so low. You know what leaders do? Leaders teach you. You learn from leaders. Leaders sell their ideas to you. And what do you do with those ideas? They make you you own the ideas. I was telling a friend of mine, I had the unfortunate time of sitting for 10 days watching television in the United States. 10 days just watching the news channels and see the way they were coming after their politicians. The Attorney General of New York, their leaders, yes, they have leaders. The Attorney General of New York had to resign. Why? Allegation. He does not respect women. Full stop. Very competent man, but he does not respect women. He resigned. So many senators have left. And I was saying, why don't we set up in Nigeria visa lottery for Americans who are still interested in politics, because they can come here. It's free for all. Do what you like. Doesn't matter. Take 20 women, play with them, and we'll clap for you. Say, Babake, that's the way we operate here. I'm very sorry, for if I feel this way. I'm passionate about Nigeria. Everybody knows that. I'm saying, when shall we start discussing not the Taliban of people, but an idea? A nation should be an idea. A political party should stand for an idea. Until that happens, imposition will continue. money politics will continue to dominate, and every other thing. Because that's the only why we die for power is it is the cure for insecurity.
The point is, we're not about to start rejigging the manifestos of these parties.
If you don't rejig it, it won't work.
That is the reason why, Oscar, a man is in APC tomorrow, today,
yes.
Then he moves to PDP tomorrow, and the day after, he's back in the APC. Because there's hardly any difference between what the parties are, tell us that they stand for.
Nothing.
But then, let me come back to you, Mr. Bolaji. There are over 60 political parties in this country. So how is it that it seems to be only 2 that are out there? It seems.
Well, 3. The third one in the backyard.
Which is?
APCA. They have one state, yes.
Okay. But there are over 60 political parties. Action Democratic Party is one of them. But nobody hears them. Why? Is it the money side of it? Or is it that they are working so hard?
Well, actually, I think to say that nobody hears about ADP may not be totally correct.
Oh,
I didn't just say ADP, I said the others.
I know about ADP at least.
Okay.
To say that nobody has heard about.
Who are the main actors in ADP, by the way?
Actors.
Yes.
That is one thing that makes ADP different from all these other political parties. There are no main actors per se.
Oh. Yes. We need to have some faces.
What's the idea behind the ADP?
I am the chairman of Lagos State. We have Engineer Sani Jabaji, who has been here before. He's the national chairman. We have the BOT chairman, who is Chief Olaniba Ankoli.
So what's the idea behind ADP?
ADP is a party that is formed and registered for the purpose of rescuing Nigeria. Because we have discovered that the PDP and the APC have failed the nation, and we have decided that it's only the young ones of this country, that can really rescue the country. That's why we are bringing in the technocrats, the young technocrats, educated ones, intelligent young men and women to contest. We are talking to them.
Are they going to get the forms free?
Well, that is not the issue now.
No, it's part of the conversation.
Of course,
there.
that is not
Are they
the
going
issue.
to get the nomination forms free?
If we have to give them the forms free, we will. Because what we need is the right people. People we think are right. The people who are sitting back, like my gentleman friend here, is not a politician, but he has good ideas. He refused to come into politics and do what he knows best. We need people like that to come out. Into politics, not leave it for those who have been
can we safely assume, therefore, that the not too young to rule is firmly in your camp?
Exactly. That you have decided that anybody that is even above 50 may not be considered for any elective post.
That's good.
Okay. Let us see young hands come.
So we're looking for our own Macron now.
You are true to the point. Yes.
All right.
That's what we're talking about.
We'll take a moment, and when we come back, we'll look at the role of money in Nigerian politics. Yes. Please don't go away.